check. Okay. We are live. Oh, pardon me. Okay, so we are live. Okay.
Hello.
All right. So you you and your party, short of White Raven, who's headed off. Reminder: White Raven has headed off back to her witch coven to get information on where Auntie Slipskin, the evil renegade witch who's been troubling your party, to find out where she may have moved her lair now that her plan to have your party perish in the infamous Durst House, also known as the Death House. Now that plan has failed, she's determined to move her, apparently moved her lair. So White Raven has slipped off back to her coven to determine where that might be now. You and your party encountered a group of bandits and slaughtered them in short order. Dragged them by ropes through the town, up to the church, and tried to hang them in a tree. At which point, the priest of the church, Donovich, came running out with great concern, and finally you negotiated to bury them later that day.
Yeah.
In the he said when the time is at the proper time. You've dragged them into the chapel of the church, which, to your dismay, is also continues the disarray and decay of the rest of the church, and seems to have be in disrepair and is falling apart. There are pews, wooden pews, the benches upon which the parish would normally sit, are scattered throughout the chapel. That's mostly dusty and dirty. It's full of cobwebs. So you guys are standing here with a rope tied around two dead bodies, and you drag it to the middle of the room where Donovich indicates. And as you're standing there with a rope attached to two dead bodies, you can't help but ask yourself, how the hell did my life come to this? Barbara, how did your life come to this? Why do we have a black screen on there?
I don't know.
Will you hit refresh, and let's see, just hit refresh, and we'll see if we are, don't you have a button, just F5, and we'll see if we are live. Yes, we are live. I knew we were. Okay, so
All right.
anyways, so Donovich has arranged for you to bury them, and now you're standing here with a rope around two dead bodies, asking how your life came to this point.
Yeah.
You look over at Van Hammer, your dwarven ally. He also seems to be asking himself some serious, deep questions about his life and how he came to be at this point. Again, you hear while these thoughts are passing through your mind, you again hear the screams. They're clearly coming from below. You hear a male voice screaming, "Help me, Father! I'm starving! Feed me, you bastard!" And Donovich, you see, is emotionally distraught and emotionally breaks down. This is as far as he bends. Emotionally taking a toll on him. You can tell the sound of this voice and this screaming. He gets down on his knees and he prays, "Oh great Lord of Midnight, give us strength that we may resist the temptations of the foul Lord Stahl," or something like that. He's muttering to himself. And it's your move.
Okay. Well, since we already take care of the body, and then the Donovich is going to take care of it. We might. It's running late. I think we have to go back to meet Ismar.
Ismark.
Yeah.
At the Blood on the Vine.
Yeah.
Tavern. Well, actually, Donovich hasn't said he would bury them. He said you can come back later.
Okay. Then we'll come back later.
In 2 hours.
Oh, okay.
He looks at the sun and he says, in about 2 hours, there will be time. And again, you hear the screaming from downstairs. "Feed me, you bastard!" Okay, what do you guys want to do?
So I'm going to go back to meet Ismar.
Okay, so you're going to leave the bodies there.
Yes.
I suppose you take your rope with
Yes,
you?
yes,
You
yes.
untie your rope?
Yeah.
And maybe you could move them.
Okay.
Yeah, move them. So where are you going back to the?
Going to back to
What about
the.
Bildraths? Zeeling asks, what about Bildraths? I thought we were going to go to Bildraths,
We come back later.
across the mercantile.
Yeah, we
across
come back later.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're going to make your way to the
Yeah.
back to the tavern.
It's just here, right?
Oh, okay. You open the tavern, but it seems pretty deserted. Actually, there's no one in there.
Hey, where is Ismar?
Yeah, Ismark's not here. It seems like it's not quite noon yet. He said sometime in the afternoon he would meet you here.
Well, my plan. Well, anyway, my plan is meet Ismar first, and then after that, I'm going to tell him like he can join us. Then on the way out of this town, I'm going to get some weapon, and then maybe on the way out, I might bury those people, or might not. I don't know. It really depend on the.
Bury those guys.
Yeah, it really depends on the
Okay,
conversation.
so where are you guys
Ismar.
where are you guys gonna sit?
I'm gonna sit on the anywhere.
Oh, so you just take a seat in the bar?
Yeah.
And how long do you wait there?
I'm going to wait until he show up. That's all.
Oh, okay. After a while waiting in silence, you hear some scuttering. What is that? Is that a word? So like scattering of noises underneath you, and you look under your feet, and you find there was a swarm of rats. Ah!
Oh my God, where'd they come from?
It's well, it's not a very clean bar.
Yeah.
And so they roll for initiative and they get a 12. What do you roll?
12? 12.
A 12. Well, you have your own initiative number, right? It's
Right.
12 plus something. So long as it's not 0, yours is higher.
Yeah.
Okay, so you decide to get them first. There are 16 rats.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you want to do?
Then just kill them again. Kill them all.
So roll for Van.
Yeah.
So Van, what does he do? He swings with his hammer.
Yes.
He goes, ah, crap, rats.
Okay, 10.
Again, he swings with his hammer. It's he's got a what, +4?
Yeah.
Right? Does he have a +4?
Huh.
What does he use? His hammer or his axe?
It's hammer.
Okay, so he swings with his hammer, and unfortunately, these rats are quick. They're quicker than the ones you ran into out on the road, and they scatter out of the way, just in time.
Okay, and Elaine, your turn. Kill them all.
Zeeling doesn't have any sort of melee weapon, so she's going to stamp at them with her feet. 11 plus 2, and she misses, unfortunately.
Alright, is it time yet? I really want to meet this guy. He's smart.
Well, there's rats attacking you. Your move.
Oh my God,
Or
fine.
the rats move.
Okay, rat killer.
What was your move? Oh, your move, right?
Yeah.
So roll your d20. Or d20.
19.
19, nice. And you have a plus something, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. So what's your damages on rat killer?
Rat killer damage.
Yeah,
No.
what's the damage on it? Where's your character sheet?
Oh yeah.
I think it's standard rapier, so it's like 1d...
1d8 plus
8 plus 2?
plus 3.
Plus 3, 1d8
Yeah.
plus 3, cool. So that's this one.
Okay.
So roll that. Don't let me roll it. So we're pissed off if it's low.
5.
Plus 2 is 5,
7.
2, 7. Okay, so you swipe with a rat killer,
Yeah.
which is practically notorious for killing rats anyways. And you cut literally half of them in half.
Yeah.
And there's little rat bodies squirming around all over the place now.
Okay.
Okay, now it's their turn. And since you're the one that hurt them, they're going to take it. They lunge at you with their little rat teeth. And this is 12 plus something. I'm sure they got plus 2. 12 plus 2, 14. It's 14. It's 14. What's your AC?
My
And they
AC?
lunge at you with their little teeth.
13.
I'm going to write that down. 13. Are you sure? I thought it was higher.
No, it's 13.
Oh, okay. Well, they lunge at you with the little teeth and they hit.
Yeah.
And they manage to bite at your little dwarf ankles. And they do 2d6 damage. So that's 4, 2, yeah, just 2d6, straight up 2d6.
Okay.
So 4 points. So they bite your ankles for like 4
Yeah.
points of damage.
Okay. 20.
So you're down to 20? Okay, Van Hammer's turn,
Okay.
right?
No, it's my turn.
Oh yeah, it's your turn.
Oh my god, I'm so sick and tired of the kid killing this rat. Pointless, you know, I want to get something done. Fun, you know what? Let me kill them all again. 14.
14 plus something, right?
Yes. 14 plus
On your weapon page, yeah. Still your training.
5.
Yeah. 14 plus 5, 19.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just tell me 19.
19.
And so, yeah, 19, and that hits the definitely. So then you roll your damage, like 1d, what is it? Damage for a rat killer. You just did this. 1d8 plus 3.
1d8 plus 3.
Yeah, that plus 3. 5, 3, 8. And you smash the rest of them. And you just like
finally,
and
you know
basically make rat jelly
cool.
on the floor.
Yeah, then you know, remember we killing.
How much are rats worth?
We keep killing rat. On the
100 XP.
100. It's like I'm so sick and tired of it.
Oh, there's always rats. There's rats everywhere. There's no shortage of rats.
100.
He says. He says, you know, everywhere I've been in all up and down the Sword Coast, and everywhere I've been, there have been rats.
Yeah, I wish it was something interesting, not just rat.
Hey, but you left 2 dead bodies at the church.
Okay. Well, do you think we still have a time? Fine. Since I'm still waiting, I'm going to cross the street, get some weapon or something.
Yeah, that might be smart.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go across the street, and you find there are a couple of people there. They've just finished repairing the front door.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
nice.
good.
And Bilderath's, who's a like short, stubby guy.
Yeah.
And I mean, you don't know he's Bilderath, but
Yeah.
you know you've heard the marketing stuff, and so
Yeah.
you assume, you know, from his reputation this might be Bilderath. He's inspecting the new door and the workmen who are finishing the job.
Mm-hmm.
He sees you approaching, and he says, "Why, it's those adventurers who have come into town and haven't died yet, like the other adventurers who come to town." And he says, "I'm sorry if I understand you might have come to our store earlier. Some people complained that the door was broken. You guys didn't have anything to do with that trouble in the alley around the corner, did you?"
What do you mean? Be more specific.
I heard there was a murder around the corner. I mean, there's crime in Barovia, but we leave the enforcement to the authorities around here.
I'm not sure about murder, but we did get attacked, and then we're trying to protect ourselves.
Did you kill someone in the course of this?
That was an accident. I'm not sure if I killed them or they just
Are
came
they
us alive.
are they dead? So you are the ones that were
dead.
involved in this altercation earlier.
Yeah, we involved, but I'm not sure what's they attacked us
He
first.
looks you up and down. He seems gravely concerned. He steps inside and he motions for you to follow him into the small foyer of Bilderath's Mercantile. Inside, there's a small, very small person who you believe probably is a gnome. You haven't seen many of them. He's playing a lute in the corner, and he's kind of improvising on the theme of Bilderath's theme song. Buy it first at Bilderath's, or you're gonna get ripped off.
Yeah.
However, he, with his gravely concerned look, he has opened a chest in the corner, a large wooden chest in the corner. And he says, I'm afraid with your reputation, I'm going to have to ask that you leave your weapons here before you come into the store. We don't need any other employees
Well, you know what?
turning up dead.
Well, I don't... Well, why should I leave the weapon here? I'm not going to kill anyone if I don't get attacked by someone.
He actually puts his hand on his belt, and he says, I'm not sure I'm desperate enough to do business with known murderers. Right
okay, how about this?
He says, I'll tell you what, if you tell me exactly what you want, I'll go in the back and I'll see if I have it.
What do you have?
Well, I mean, tell me what you're looking for.
I'm looking for some arrow, the thing I can shoot.
Oh, some arrows.
Some arrows.
Okay,
right.
and he takes a list down.
Okay.
He's taking a list down.
Give me 20 arrows.
Okay, 20 arrows.
Yes.
Very well. What else?
Some spell, water, major water. Do you guys have that?
We don't have any magic stuff. I don't carry any.
Oh, well, see.
You'll have to talk to a witch about that. If you know any witches around here or something, they're hard to come by.
I
But
see.
if you have contacts for a witch or something,
Oh, what
that
else
would
do
be
you
the way
guys
to
have?
go. I could take some stuff off your hands. Did you find anything valuable in the Durst house?
Durst house.
We do have some standard healing potions, provisions, kit and tackle, shackles, grapples, many other things like apples, many things that long poles, short poles. We specialize in poles. I'm not sure if you've seen our specials on poles. We have specials on poles: 10-foot poles, 9-foot poles, 11-foot poles if you're really exotic. We have beer.
No.
I could do this all night. We have beer. If you happen to have a steer, we can probably get you feed for it here. If you anything in particular that you might have in mind. Mostly we have lower end stuff. I do occasionally get interesting stuff, usually from adventurers who come through and are about to die. So if you're planning on dying like the other adventurers who come through here, maybe you should just sell me all your stuff for cheap.
No. That's okay though. Do you guys have like ants? Do you sell ants?
Ants?
Yeah. Or do you sell some?
This is an odd regard. Are you from the South?
Oh yeah, we are.
I've heard that in the South there are people who actually eat ants as a delicacy, like dessert and in chocolates. Is that true?
Yeah. It is. Yes.
We haven't had we don't have confections made from ants around here. There's a witch somewhere in town who has a reputation for making strange pastries and other exotic treats. So you might want to look into. I don't have contacts with her, but her name is Green Teeth.
Oh, okay. I know.
So-
I know her. Yeah.
Wait, sorry, you know Green Teeth?
Yeah, I think we met her
and-
yesterday.
How,
in
if
the-
you just got here, how do you know?
Well, we met her in the bar yesterday.
Well, I understand her to be very eccentric and possibly even dangerous. However, some of these strange things you're asking about, I'm afraid she might be the only source that. He says, incidentally, I usually charge for this kind of information. I mean, you have something you could offer me. Maybe you could tell me about the Durst house. How the villagers, we've called this the Death House for hundreds of years. How did you best the demons of that place when so many heroes have
Well, if I
have
tell
fallen?
you, what do I get?
The information that I've already shared with you, and my further hospitality.
I see. Well, I went there and then I just killed a bunch of people and also find some skeleton. I build them, put them in peace.
You built skeletons?
Yes, not build. I mean bury.
You buried skeletons.
Right.
Oh, the children.
Right, exactly, the children. So I think
Do you mean to tell me that you found the bodies of the Durst children?
Yes.
Little Rose and
yes.
and
Yeah,
Thornburg?
Rose.
Yeah,
Right. Right.
Thornbolt Durst?
Right.
Oh my goodness! And he looks deeply disturbed by this for a moment, and he actually turns away. His eyes get a little foggy, and he says, "It's only an old man like me who would remember a time when these lands were almost peaceful, and the Durst house was not the Death house, and the Durst family wasn't the town horror story. The Durst family was just a regular family before they got mixed up with that horrendous cult practice of theirs." He says, "Yeah, well, I feel we really, you've done a great service to our town, adventurers, and despite your reticence and the fact that it's extremely difficult to talk to you because you keep everything secret." As if this was a conspiracy or another game,
Well,
but it's not.
a conspiracy.
But it's not.
It's
So
not a conspiracy.
So he says, I feel obliged to offer what I can to help you along your way. He scuttles into the back
Yeah.
for a few minutes. You have a couple of minutes out there if you want to look around.
Oh yeah, I would love to. Oh, by the way, I have this.
He's left. I don't know
Oh.
who you're talking to.
Okay, fine. Well, when he come back, I might ask him some question again. So, hey.
You have a few minutes looking around.
Elaine or Van.
Yes,
Did you
yeah,
find anything?
yes,
Did you
yes.
find anything you like in the store?
Well, I
Look
don't
around.
know. We can't get in the store unless we take our weapons off.
Oh my God! You know what? Why don't we do this? Why don't we send one of a person, one of you
And
guys?
Bildrath comes back from the
Okay,
back,
fine.
and he's got a large leather sack full of
Yeah.
shit.
Okay.
It like jangles and stuff like that. I mean,
Yeah.
so it's probably not shit since it
Yeah.
jangles. Anyways, and he says, please, I've gone through the whole story. This is everything I can spare, and I think these are the things that would be of most use to you going forward.
Huh.
Please accept this on my behalf and on behalf of the poor doomed Durst family,
Huh.
and in memory of what they once were before this town and everything in it turned evil.
Mm-hmm.
And he gives you, are you ready to take a list?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay, he gives you a bag
A bag.
containing, you open it, and Monty Hall announces.
Hmm.
Okay. You have 12 candles.
12 candle in the bag.
Candles,
Okay.
yes, 12 candles.
Okay.
One small silver mirror.
One small silver mirror.
Right.
Okay.
A cloth talisman. You're not sure what it is. There's some arcane symbols written on it.
Interesting.
Yeah,
okay.
you might have to check that with an expert or something like that.
Okay. What is the shape?
It's a piece of ripped cloth in the shape of a triangle.
Triangle.
Yeah, it's
okay.
a triangle.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, so you
okay.
might have to check that with an expert.
Okay.
You find a silk vest that is lined with leopard fur. At first it looks ordinary. It's human sized. It looks like it would fit Ziling.
Huh.
But as you touch it, you feel like it's something magical about it. Like maybe it adds +1 to your AC if you wear it. So it's a silk vest +1 AC.
Okay.
He gives you that.
Okay.
Also in there you find a rolled up piece of paper,
Yeah.
and as you begin to unroll the paper, Bildrath stops your hand. He holds his hand out and stops you
Right.
from unrolling it. He
Right.
says, "Careful!
Yeah.
When you unroll this spell,
Yeah.
it will cast the spell that is
Yeah.
written on the paper."
Yeah.
And you'd think that since I sold spells,
A
I'd know how to.
paper. A paper.
It's a scroll. It's a spell.
Okay.
It's a
okay.
spell on a scroll.
Okay.
He says, when you open this scroll and read
Yeah.
the words, it will cast the spell heroism.
Oh. Okay.
And this may come in handy
Huh. I see. Okay.
in the future.
Hmm.
And then he says, "I'm sorry, but the time has run."
Oh, wait
and
a moment.
Bildrath's
Wait a moment. I have one more
Bildrath's
thing.
Emporium
Wait,
is
I have
closing in 5
well,
minutes.
I have
Please bring
one
up your
more-
final
wait,
purchases.
wait. I have one more thing. Maybe I find this small bottle with a green liquid.
Oh, and you
What
so
is it?
You're
Can
gonna
you-
hand, so you hand him
Yeah.
the bottle of liquid, and
Right.
Bildrath takes it, and you can see he's pointing to a couple of other people, and
Right.
the bard is playing a closing song.
Yeah.
And singing, "Please take your final purchases to the register."
Okay.
And Bildrath examines the bottle,
Yeah.
and he pops it open a little bit and smells it. He goes, "Oh, whoa!" And he goes, "This is, well, it's not wine." And he goes, I'm sorry, I don't
Yeah.
usually sell this kind of thing. You might have to run this by an expert in magic or something. But maybe if
Okay.
you know, didn't you say you know Green Teeth? You know
Yes.
Sally Green Teeth?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, your connections are better than mine.
Okay.
And incidentally, I mean, I'm afraid to deal with Sally Green Teeth. She's a scary person. She's a witch.
Okay.
And
Okay.
so-
Oh, by the way, where did you hear?
oh my God! By the way, no returns. No
Okay,
returns.
Well, by the way, where
Final
did you?
purchases, everybody.
Where did you hear those two guys? Do you know them? Do you know who those two guys?
Two guys.
Two guys just dead. Like we have a fight with him
Pardon me.
earlier.
Well, he says, "Pardon me. Well, I couldn't help notice that there was a murder taking place in the alley beside my very own store."
Huh.
And you reminding him that you're murderers, he still feels kind of conflicted, because who are these people who both laid to rest the children of the Durst family and also tried to string up some random murder bandits in town? But nonetheless, he gives you your
Yeah.
packagings and shoves you out the front door. Okay.
Oh, okay, fine, fine,
Okay.
fine.
Unless you guys are gonna put up a fight.
Fine, fine,
Then you'll
fine.
find out who his bouncer is.
All right. So
Okay.
we'll go back to.
And he pushes you out.
Right.
And,
okay. Thank you very much. Bye bye.
Okay, bye. Thank you. Come back. And don't
Bye.
forget, buy it first at Bill Drafts,
Alright,
or you're
bye.
going to get ripped off.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
so
so
you
we
leave-
go back to that.
You leave Bill Drafts,
Yeah.
and you go back to across the street
Right.
to the Blood on the Vine
Yeah.
Tavern.
Yeah.
As you open the door, you see Ismark
Yeah.
is sitting at a table in the
Okay.
corner
Yeah.
and awaiting your arrival,
Yeah.
which will happen tomorrow.
Oh.
I mean, in the real world.
Oh, okay.
The real world it will happen tomorrow.
Oh my god. So I
And,
still
and the
haven't.
game world is on pause.
So I still haven't seen Ismark.
No, this is Ismark.
Okay.
You walk back into the inn. Ismark is sitting there.
Oh my god, Ismark.
It's time to meet him,
Oh my god. Okay, so.
and we will pick it up on the next episode.
Oh my god. Okay.
There you go.
Bye. Bye.
Okay, good job, actually, by the way. Wait, did I miss experience points? Did you kill rats? Did
Yes,
you
I
get XP
did.
for rats?
Yes, you give me a 100 point for that.
You know what? That's 10 XP for not starting a fight with Bildrath, which I was pretty sure you were going to do.
Oh. I
10
don't
XP
know.
for not starting a fight with
Well, I'm
Bildrath.
not supposed to fight with him.
No, he would have killed you all because he has an ogre bodyguard.
Oh, I see.
So you would all be dead.
Okay.
But hey, if you want to, go for it. Okay, so thank you, viewers, if there were any. I don't know, I never watched. And repeat viewers and replay traffic and tune in for the next episode, which
Alright.
probably tomorrow, I guess.
Well, see you guys
So,
tomorrow.
yeah,
Bye.